What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz. Yeah, it's a little low energy today, isn't it? This is your instant reaction show to last night's game in the Cotton Bowl. Where to start? Well, reminder that we're off Sunday night, so no live show on YouTube. It's New Year's Eve. Sure, we're all going to get plastered and hopefully we don't wake up. But no, this this game, I'm sure, please hit me in the comments with your thoughts. Please do not bring the fire Ryan Day bullshit again, please. But there needs to be some serious changes. I'll say that. But let's get into the game first. We'll look forward to 2024 in the coming weeks and months. So got plenty of time to do that. Today, though, just focusing on the game mostly. Buckeyes muster up a fucking field goal in the first quarter, and that's all she wrote. Missouri did not light it up whatsoever. An excellent defensive performance by the Buckeyes. They do allow a late drive in the game. What was that? Yeah, 6-minute drive, 13 plays, 91 yards. Then before that, they had a 8-play, 95-yard drive, but that was helped out by like a 50-yard bomb that they completed. So over Denzel Burke. So, yeah. So again, not a huge statistical game for either team. Missouri did put up 331 total yards. The Buckeyes just over 200. But yeah, Missouri did most of their damage running the ball, really. With the QB run, I mean, that was their offense for 3 quarters, the QB run. Cook, the quarterback, had 19 carries for 66 yards. And then Schrader had 128 and a touchdown. Buckeyes could not stop that run, even when you knew it was coming. That was frustrating. But they still, again, held Missouri to 0 points until the fourth quarter at, trying to get the exact time when they scored their first touchdown. Yeah, just inside the fourth quarter. 14:55 left to go in the quarter. And the Buckeyes could not stop them late in the game. But the defense was on the field for a long freaking time, man. I know statistically it was 34 minutes, but it seemed like a lot longer than that. No Tommy Eichenberg in there. That's really all we were missing on the defense. By the way, I just read that Mike Hall has declared for the draft. So he's gone, and Jaden McKenzie is entering the portal. He should have 1 more year of eligibility, COVID year, I believe. But anyways, sorry for the sidetrack there. Buckeyes had 8 penalties. I think they had 3 or 4 on special teams again, and then the doink, missed field goal, another special teams gaffe. But yeah, defensively, I don't know what more you could ask for, holding the team to 14 points that averaged, 34, something like that. So on the season in the SEC. So do not put any of this on the defense. I don't give a shit. We should have scored more than 14 points well before the fourth quarter. This should not have been a close game. Trey, let's look at the rushing here. Trey goes for 72 yards on 19 carries. X-Man had 5 carries for 35. Keenholz just running for his life back there. They gave him 6 carries, but that's mostly just running, scrambling. Devin Brown, a few. Those were sacks. Yeah, the Devin Brown injury really was the worst case scenario because now you have no idea what you have with him. Other than I haven't really said this on this show, but I've been thinking it. I didn't want to put it out there because it sounds really negative, but Devin Brown's injury prone. Every time, like every few months, he's injured, you know, back in spring ball last year, hurt his finger, missed the spring game. Then in the season, I understand he was running the ball when he got hurt down in the goal line, still sprained ankle. And obviously that sprained ankle was still a problem in this game. Then he gets knocked out with another injury to the ankles. And then it looked like he landed on the ball when he fumbled it down there inside the 5. Huge mistake. We are very lucky that was not just another Kyle McCord interception that ends up at the 7-yard line that turns into a touchdown. We're very lucky that the refs fucked that one up. But so rushing, that was it. QBs, Lincoln played the bulk of the game. 6 of 17, 86 yards. Devin was 4 of 6 for 20 yards. Emeka did have the one reverse pass that was a terrible pass, a little flat. But then Emeka receiving 63 yards on 6 catches. X-Man, a couple catches for 31. G. Scott got in there, Carnell Tate, but only 10 completions to receivers and tight ends. Is lack of creativity on offense, except for the reverse pass and the wildcat. They ran a wildcat play once or twice. Just a lack of it looked like Lincoln had not even been prepared. It looked like he had not even practiced for the last month. But that was my concern when we were talking about the QB competition going into next year after Kyle left. We were talking about Devin versus Lincoln. Apparently this is Lincoln for now. At this point in his career, 6 months in, 5 months, whatever it is. But it looked like he had never taken a snap with the ones. And the O-line, I don't know if there's truth to the rumors, speculation, whatever you want to call it, that Carson Hinsman was benched for a disciplinary reason. He went on podcast with the 1890 Foundation or whatever the hell, NIL Collective, and said a few things. He didn't say anything outlandish. But anyways, I don't know if that was discipline that he was benched for, or Ryan Day after the game said that Hinsman had struggled in practices for the last few weeks. Fucker struggled all season. Try like 13 weeks, man. You should have pulled him a lot sooner than now, at the end of the season. So I don't know if that's true that he was pulled for doing that interview on a podcast, but it doesn't matter. Enoch Vamahi was a fucking spindle out there. Looking at you don't want to, these grades, these pass blocking grades. Donovan Jackson, 73. Fryer, 64. Simmons, 60. Matt Jones, 59. Enoch Vamahi, 36. So you actually made our defense worse by benching Hinsman. Didn't think that was our offensive line. You made our offensive line worse by benching Hinsman. Didn't think that was possible because he was pretty bad all year long. He was the weak spot, and you really just made the entire group in the middle worse. Donovan Jackson actually was the only bright spot on the day. So, Simmons allowed a sack. I think PFF fucked up their stats here because they only got credit for 1 sack and 7 pressures. It was a lot more than that. It's more than fucking 7. I think it's like 15. Anyways, and that's out of, what do we have, 57 plays? Yeah. It seemed like a lot more than that. Run blocking wasn't any better. Actually got worse. Fryer, 64. Josh Simmons, 60. Matt Jones, 60. Cade Stover, 60. Hey, Jelani got in there for 2 snaps. Good job. What are we doing? Dallin Hayden, 1 snap. What the fuck, man? But still scrolling for O-lineman Donovan Jackson, 58. Enoch Vamahi, 49, run blocking. That's fucking pathetic. Yeah. So, and then everybody chipped in with a penalty there. Fryer, Simmons, good job. So, yeah. Looking at the Buckeye offense, that's about all that I can come up with. Defense, Cody Simon led the team in tackles. Steele right behind him. Jack had a great day, 3 sacks. JT with a sack. Jordan Hancock with a sack on that blitz. I love that safety blitz. He timed that up perfectly. Ty Hamilton with a sack. Also had a TFL. Denzel with a TFL. Defense was flying around, playing great. Had 8 TFLs. But unfortunately, their defense had 10 TFLs. So, no turnovers on the game, which is shocking with a true freshman quarterback in there that's been on campus for 5 months. So, so that's the gist. A lot of punts by both teams. But, yeah. Oh, we did have a fumble lost. That was at the end of the game. Big deal. Anyways, a lot to work on going forward. We'll talk about it coming up. But, coaches let us down in this game, specifically offensive line. And Ryan Day in his prepping the offense seemed like the defense was ready. Again, you allow a good offense, you hold them to 14. That's good defense. They can't, unfortunately, the defense can't play offense for you. So can only do so much. Anyways, so onward and forward or something. Let me know what you guys think. If you got thoughts on the game itself, I'll be back on Tuesday with the next Daily Blitz. And we'll talk about moving forward, changes that need to be made. I mean, we speculated on tons of them. Now maybe there's more changes that need to be made. So, and we'll see what's up with Will Howard, the quarterback in the portal.